So today's video is going to be pretty quick. It's going to be focused on Forex education and a simple concept known as support and resistance. Because if you do any type of investing or you've ever seen a chart that looks like this, everything is based on support and resistance. And these are places in the market where a lot of buyers will tend to buy or a lot of sellers will tend to sell. Now, what you'll notice about the foreign exchange market is that it's constantly in this pattern of going up and going down. So when you see something like this, it's literally an upward slant. That's letting you know that the buyers are continuing to push the price higher. And when you see the market doing something like this, that's letting you know that the sellers are continuously pushing the prices lower. And again, the market will go up and the market will go down and it will go up and it will go down. Now you can look at any chart on any time frame and you'll notice a pattern like this. Now, you should be able to easily identify areas of support and resistance with the naked eye. However, TradingView does have a lot of amazing tools that let you highlight these areas of support and resistance without having to memorize them. So I'm currently looking at my chart on the daily, and you're going to know areas of resistance when you see that price has had a hard time getting higher than a certain point. This is called an area of resistance, and I'll just circle it so that we can see it a little bit better. So here we can see that there's been a lot of resistance, and we can see that the resistance line was here, meaning that every time price gets to around $1.39, it tends to push down and sell. That is what this area of resistance shows us. We also can notice a even lower area of resistance where we see price had a hard time getting past this area, and then after the resistance, it decided to sell. So about resistance, you will find it at the top of trends, and when there's a lot of resistance, you'll notice that the market will sell after a few rejections at a certain price area. Now I'm just going to go ahead and turn this line red so we can know that this is our resistance area. Now the opposite of resistance is where you will find your buy opportunities, and this is called support. And I'm going to turn this line blue because this is where price is supported. Now this is just the opposite. After price has come off of a strong selling trend, you'll notice that price will be supported in a particular area and it'll have a hard time getting any lower than that. And again, we have more support right here. What we're highlighting is that every time price gets to around $1.33, it will turn around and push up. Now we're looking at the market over a series of days. I currently have my chart on the daily, and the daily means that each one of these candles or price snapshots is representing a day. So because I am on such a higher time frame, this is a really good collection of data. Now, if you are using limit orders when you're in your trades, what you could do is set a potential sell limit once the market gets back to $1.39. This means that although the market isn't currently there because it's right here, once price gets back to that area, it will trigger a sell for you, and vice versa. You can also set a pending buy limit order here so that when price revisits $1.32, you'll be in the trade for a buy once it decides to go up. And again, I'm just going to scroll on my chart a little bit so that you can see even in the past, these areas are valid, right? Now, one thing I do want to highlight as we scroll backwards is that areas of support and resistance can switch once the market has a break of structure. If you want to learn more about break of structure, I highly recommend that you watch my break of structure video that was posted on YouTube a couple of days ago. So now I'm going to change this blue line to red, and I'm going to keep my bottom line as the support. So what you'll notice is that as the market tends to go down, right, you'll have your support area, and as the market goes up, you'll have your resistance area. Now, when price breaks structure, meaning it's moving from one zone to the next, you'll notice that your previous resistance area will now become a support. And again, I'll just scroll back so we can see many examples of this happening. So we currently have our support line here, but if we scroll back in the past, we can see that this was a previous area of resistance. And when you find that happening, the areas of support and resistance are switching. These are called pivot points. Now, again, you can look at this on multiple time frames. Let's take it to the hour, right? And find some support and resistance on the hour. And any time frame you choose, you will be able to highlight these areas. So here we can see this was a strong level of support simply because we see a bunch of rejections in this area. Well, price was having a hard time getting lower than. Then we see price actually went up and it created a new level of resistance, and it also created a higher level of support. So that is the basis of support and resistance. Resistance is going to be a place in the market where you are selling, where you see your sell opportunities, and support is going to be a place in the market where you're going to find your buy opportunities. These are also places where you can set your limit orders and your entry points for particular trades on any day, on any time frame. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.